You just
restart it.
cut
Fuck
off
it. I'm
the-
gonna keep going.
Yeah, fuck it. We got a good thing going. Anyhow, yeah.
On the topic of common colds, actually, I was watching a Grump video, and
Can I go
Danny
make
brought
lunch?
up the fair point. Not the fair point. That was, I don't know why I added that. Dan brought up the point of he has not been sick all year since this has started. And I
Yeah.
was thinking about that, and I'm like, yeah, that's true.
There's gonna
Same
be a
here.
lot of
I
people.
usually get like sick 3 or 4 times a year,
Mhm.
every year, and I've not gotten sick once. But again,
There's-
it's due to the isolation and keeping yourself locked away
There's-
and not like touching things and
I bet
working.
you there's gonna be a lot of people that just stick to this lifestyle after it's over because it's just something they've grown comfortable with.
Probably.
Japan and places like Japan and China and Taiwan have already do this kind of thing. Like you see a lot of people if you ever go to Japan, there's a lot of people out in the crowds wearing their masks just to stay safe, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true. You do see that a lot on like news sites whenever it shows live footage from those countries, is all of them wearing masks. Even
Yeah, it's like
before
popular-
the pandemic, they just do it so they don't spread common colds and other
Zora,
nonsense.
assistance.
That's Sora, Donald, and Goofy.
Yeah, it's just a smart way to live.
Yeah.
Aye, aye.
But yeah,
Oh,
it's yeah. I don't think. I don't think how extreme the situations are, or how extreme the measures are to prevent it is going to make people want to keep doing it. You know.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
that's
gonna-
true too.
It's gonna create a feeling of resentment, which is what people don't need right now.
Excuse me.
Especially people that are already at home and already can't
So,
work,
and
being
it's-
told they can't go do
But
things
unless-
that go
Unless
ahead.
again, it's people that want the people to stay in home and do they would benefit from, like, big box stores benefit from not having competition with small businesses. So that's a thing. That's why you don't hear too many people talk about deaths anymore. You hear a lot of cases. You hear the case spiked since the beginning or since the mid start of the pandemic, and it's like, yeah, cases are fine and all, but if you hear numbers like a total of 200,000 people died, or no, not 22,000 people died. No, it would be 220,000 people died. Over 10 million people that possibly contracted it. Not entirely sure they contracted it. It's the idea that they might have contracted it. Some did, some might have, but we weren't entirely sure.
Mhm.
Not to sound blunt or anything, but that number's astronomically low for a pandemic. People treating it like the Black Plague is an overreach. You know what I
Yep.
mean? And
Yeah.
people are clearly taking advantage of it.
That being said, if you're watching and you're isolating, make sure you stay isolating and keep watching our stream.
Like, for example, like we're dealing with a government that's going far beyond our own power just to set these regulations up, right?
In what way? I'm curious.
And-
I haven't been paying attention to that.
Well, she's been told multiple times that her extensions to her power and the lockdown that she's been putting is going against our constitution, or
Okay.
our own personal state constitution. So the idea, so she's been told by multiple people that we can't enforce this shit. We told by the AG that we can't enforce these lockdowns. The Supreme Court doesn't agree with you. They keep telling you that you can't issue these things, but you keep issuing them anyway. So we're in this weird situation where I guess we have to follow them. It better be safe than sorry, but we don't technically have to follow them. But instead of getting complications with the government and trying to fight this in court, which could likely win, it's better just to go with the flow.
Yep.
Which is a way for people to, of course, abuse their power.
It's not
And
great.
not only that, I remember Labor Day weekend, there was a big story about her husband trying to get a fucking boat, or telling the people, hey, you can't celebrate your holiday weekend, and then her husband trying to rent a boat.
Hypocrisy is par for the course in politicians. Not saying it should
Yeah.
be accepted, but
But
it's fucked.
people pointing it out. Laura Lifefoot in Chicago was doing the same thing, telling people they can't go out and do personal things, can't get a haircut. She can get a haircut, telling people, "Hey, I need to get a haircut. I look good. I need to look good on TV," which is kind of a lie. Not to be mean or anything, but she looks. Look up Laura Lifefoot? She looks like a fucking troll doll.
Well, I mean, even a person who's like a troll doll takes the time. If they take the time to present themselves well.
No, it's this idea that I need to make myself look nice. She looks like an.
Yeah,
Oh god, this one spins too.
honestly, something I've gotten used to doing is just trimming my own beard. Now that I'm like, I can't go out and get a haircut every week like I used to. I used to I'd trim my own beard, and my mom cut my hair, and the Rogaine is finally starting to kick in, so my hair is thickening up and looking nicer. So, pretty happy about that. Anyhow, you guys talk. I'm gonna go get food.
Alrighty.
I hope.
What were you gonna say? You hope what?
Oh, I'm trying to answer.
It's over.
Burrito. Burrito have eye in it? I'm looking at it, but I'm pretty sure it's not that.
I don't know.
Let me look it up.
Yeah. Man, this is one of the worst worlds.
You don't like John?
The interceptor off the start.
No, knowing what we have in the future with Kingdom Hearts 3's Pirates of the Caribbean world.
I literally just switched out 2 letters because of it. It's English. So instead of a U I put a E barito instead of burrito.
Elizabeth.
What happened?
Are you trying to spell burrito?
And the stone chest.
Friend was asking me what I got from the New
Someone's
Mexico,
taken them.
Oh, okay.
Next thing I knew,
my main street,
but I
What'd you
couldn't see
get?
who it was.
shrimp burrito,
His face was
Nice.
shrouded.
God, this scene's
or like a
bizarre.
seafood burrito. But yeah, I'm
We found
sorry.
a way out of the cave,
You were having
but the villain sent a horde
of me
terrible
rambling about
creatures after us.
politics. For
No, it's good and it's reasonable. You're not raging or freaking out or anything. Anybody who watches that's of a reasonable mind would perfectly understand, unless you're completely fucking wrong.
Elizabeth.
I think was fairly right about the thing I was talking about.
Yeah.
Like I tend
That's
to
cleavage.
be on the nose when it comes to shit like that.
Mhm.
Not
Our
Again.
turn, guys.
I'm leaving my own personal beliefs out of it. I'm just telling you what can and can't
Let's go
happen.
prepared.
Yeah.
We've no idea what's out there.
As far as you understand it, unless something
Pardon me,
opposing
lads
is brought to
and
the
lass,
table.
but your captain
Yeah,
and
I'm willing
I
to
are monsters
get
today.
opposing information,
Thank you.
and I'm willing to
Returning
counteract with mine, or willing to cross-reference mine,
Just
seeing
like
if
that.
Just
it
like
adds to my point or tracks from it.
That's the beauty about having civil discussions. Why can't
I,
that happen more often?
I apparently have a $30 off coupon for Uber Eats, something that's not available in my town.
Don't remember inviting you.
Yeah, that sucks. Oh, I was telling Travis about this, but yeah,
What was the organization?
I think El Japero opened up.
What's that?
It's like a Mexican restaurant. It's like El Rancho. It's like a Mexican place. They opened up in Midtown, or in like the main street. So it's like a franchise restaurant. So I can get Mexican food now. So that's nice.
Nice. Nice. We have Casa Real. I have Casa Real like in walking distance.
Dude, I fucking love that restaurant.
You want an answer
It's in
now?
walking distance. We should have gone there instead of Taco Bell last time.
Yeah, but that
Wait.
food's kind of expensive, and I think they're closed
Yes.
at
They were
that
closed.
time, so. I'd like to go there and try their alcohol because I think they serve margaritas
Ooh, yeah, that's right. That'd be nice. Let's get shit faced in the Mexican restaurant.
and shit.
Oh, also next Friday, I actually have Thursday and Friday. I actually have Thursday and Friday off.
Nice.
On Thursday, I'll be going over to hang out with my mom for Thanksgiving, and after that's over, I'll be back. And then Friday, I asked Foxy if she wanted to drink, so hopefully I'll have a drinking buddy on Friday. So that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Normally, I'd be playing. I mean,
Oh
normally
yeah,
I'd be
next
playing.
week is Thanksgiving, isn't it?
It is. It is. It wasn't on my phone's calendar for some reason.
Man, it's already the 22nd. What the fuck?
Yep, Cyberpunk's just around the corner. I hope.
Probably not.
I'm gonna be so
Well,
sad.
with the TV ad, that'd be one of the bigger fuck ups.
God,
Yeah.
I hate. It is weird to have like cringy TV ads for something that I'm really excited for. See, it's this weird thing of like I want them to stop advertising the game because it feels like they're rubbing it in because I know about it and I don't care if anyone else does. And it's really selfish of me, but like, fuck, man. It is a new franchise, so you're gonna have to put
Not
the
over
time in
yet.
and the money into advertising. You know what? Hey, since we have time here, what are your guys' thoughts on Crunch?
Throw him overboard.
Crunch.
What?
Aye, aye.
Yeah, Crunch in relation to Cyberpunk and Last of Us.
I think people treating it like it's some
Anyone who invokes
amazing,
parley
or
must
it's some like
negotiations
not amazing thing, but some like
No time for
heinous thing.
rules.
True. But
Don't
as
really
we're
care.
all pirates, we should always
Yeah.
stick to the code.
You know,
I would agree.
You, out with it.
If my boss asked me to work 100 hours, I'd fucking quit.
Apologies.
Rather accommodating
And
inmates.
I
And for
make
that
medical
you
supplies,
Just
which
a
are way
few
more important than
souvenirs.
video
That's a
games.
fair argument. No one's telling them
I
they
think people
have to
that-
do it. If people don't want to do
And
Crunch,
also,
leave.
If you told any reasonable developer that you worked at CD Projekt Red or Naughty Dog, for
Our
fuck's
friends
sake,
was
two of the most
limited
legendary
to
developers
class
ever,
pirate.
I don't think you'd have any trouble getting another job.
Yeah.
Also, they still have to pay you unemployment.
Sora, Donald, Goofy,
So,
he's yours.
yeah. That's my thoughts on the matter.
Yeah.
but
Dare
for
you
me,
knock
I
me
think a
off
lot
my
of
ship.
again we were talking about it earlier, or we were talking about this when we were talking about fucking Jeff.
Right.
I think a lot of people tend to talk about Crunch, or only care about talking about Crunch when they want to make other people look. They want to look themselves look good.
Virtue signaling.
Yeah, virtue signal. That's what it is.
Yep.
That's when they
That
only care
ties
about
back
Crunch.
around to exactly
Other
what
than that, they don't give
Animaniacs
a
feels
fuck.
like it's doing.
Yeah.
I have nothing to say about Animaniacs. I don't know fucking shit about Animaniacs.
Were I only that fortunate.
Yeah, after watching that review, I don't think that's for me.
Perhaps
I might
got
go
a
watch
touch of
old
something from that
Animaniacs
monster
and
what
see if it
attacked us.
holds up or
It
is
was a
if I like
skill I
it.
spied on you three.
Yep.
But that,
Yeah.
from what I hear about that new season, like I hear a lot of it's good. It's just
That still
the
doesn't solve the
nonsense
mystery.
political point that it's trying to drive home. Kind of an edge to it that's kind of glaring.
Yeah, when it comes to the whole thing about Crunch
always
and
just
about
passing
anime
through.
and about piracy and all that shit, I think we have enough morality to worry about in our normal lives as people, and I think that
Just kidding you.
there are way worse things in the world's happening that deserve our focus even more.
Mates, we've got
Like
to
again, it's
find
the number one
ourselves a
question I've
shipping
asked. It's
phone.
like, hey, you're talking about Crunch. What kind of phone you have? And the reality of life in our society is that evil
Oh.
is required to make a lot of things that we enjoy.
Did I show you that $70 that argument against $70 $70 video game video?
You mean for $70 video games?
Against.
Against? No.
I should have swore.
See, the
Amongst pretty much every argument they had for it.
the simple reason is that that's not how economics works.
That's
No,
how mafia
it-
work.
Again, you're only latching onto the one argument. There's several arguments that he
Okay.
debunks. All the ones that are
Would you be able to present some of those arguments to me so I could attempt to debunk them?
can find the video.
Okay. Because I actually have some perspective and knowledge on this topic. Because all I know is I know people can just say game should be $70, and I go, well, that's not for you to decide. That's for the consumer to decide en masse because
Where is it?
well, economics are a democracy.
It's subbed to the guy, and I can't fucking find him.
Heck.
Given the advent of the internet, people can pay as little or as much as they want. To the point
Yeah, all
where
you're gonna
any
do
game
is-
is technically free.
You're just pushing people towards piracy and digital,
Yep.
which has happened before. When well, it's just happening already. The average value of what's considered to be valuable for a game is nowhere near $60.
Nope.
Here it
I
is.
usually,
it's called
uh,
every argument for $70 games is bad. That's the name of the video.
I know for me, my worth
And I
in
will
a
post it
game,
in gallery.
I usually place $1 an hour. If your game is about 17 hours long, I will not be spending over $20 or $30 on it.
I'd actually recommend you watching the video because it's actually a good video.
I'll give it a
Yeah.
watch. My main thing is like the idea of like, oh, $70 will give developers.
It
the
breaks
money.
down. It breaks down like the biggest argument about inflation, which is an argument I see a lot.
Yeah.
Doesn't make any fucking sense because movies only inflate the way that people think inflation happens, and it's a terrible argument to begin with because a movie theater ticket is an experience. Game is a product
How do
you
you
buy.
know?
That's gonna last you
Pirate must
well
have a keen
beyond
eye.
the
As he
intended
won't be
time
sailing
it's supposed to
free for
last
very
you.
long.
Yep.
The main thing is just like when it comes to inflation and whatever.
Or
$60
how
is-
oh,
go ahead.
or how development cost is larger,
Ahoy,
and
mateys.
you can just cut that out.
Yeah, you can just make it
Ridiculous
cheaper by
imitation.
hiring more skilled people and less people.
Not make
that
it
aren't
cheaper. It just I think he mentions like the real world horse ball physics in Red Dead
skilled.
Yeah.
Yeah,
as the
I would-
example of cut that shit out, and
There's a
also mention Anthem's adding back and removing flying that cost them each $1 million every time.
Yep, just be smarter
Or
about how you develop
developers
games.
just straight up lying, saying how Destiny was like a $500 billion game, and it's an outright fucking lie.
Yeah, big thing is just graphical fidelity. That costs a fortune. Games don't need to look so good. Get a good artist with a good art style. Other
Think of
things,
other.
other things are how every
Well,
game.
Alex, I'm trying to give you all the
Well,
arguments.
I want to attack them piece by piece. But okay.
Oh, you mentioned black bars, and how
What about
all that money in Red Dead went in adding black bars and make it cinematic, and then the day it released on PC, they were.
Yeah.
Just
So-
put out a better. And the black bars made the game look worse. The aspect ratio was screwed.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can actually tackle something that is exclusive to RPGs. A lot of money is put into making action combat systems that aren't great, and it's
Oh, here it
because action combat's hard to. It
The
takes more
prob-
time. Oh, go on.
The problem with giga budget games isn't that they're being sold for too little; is that they're simply cost too much. Don't tell me you can't cut corners when it's blatantly obvious to everyone that which superficial spending could be, and manage your project.
Yeah, basically it comes down to management and budgeting. But yeah, what I was gonna say is like there's a lot of games that are action
Also-
games for no reason, and that's just expensive and pointless. Like there's no reason why Final Fantasy VII Remake couldn't have been turn-based or active time, and that would have saved a lot of money and time.
We ain't done yet. Let's talk about the two options. AAA games having either lower budgets or lower quality games, or having and like the games with the most egregious microtransactions are usually the $60 games that come out from places people like 2K, and they're usually the most egregious, and they're usually for
Yeah.
shit like sports games that are oftentimes just the same game 2 years ago with a slightly fresher coat of paint.
Yep.
Or fucking shooters in which the shit added to it makes the experience worse for other players.
Yeah. No, I kind of miss the. I would rather most $60 game budgets be turned into 3 smaller $20 games. Made the same amount of time and effort, split evenly amongst the 3 of them into making them all really good games, kind of like we had back in the PS2 era. But again, I don't know. I like the way the game. I actually kind of like the way the games market is nowadays. I don't really have too much to complain about.
That's fine. The full price games that use the worst microtransactions are sports games that can't possibly have big budgets. There's no incentive for game companies to drop loot boxes when game prices go up because they truly view it as ethical, and they're not looking for a way out. And a lot of games with higher prices already have microtransactions confirmed.
There's also the whole CEO bonus thing, where a lot of the money isn't actually going to developers at all. It's just going towards the upper levels of management. I'm curious. I kind of want to look and see what the best-selling games of all time are, and look at what their budgets are comparatively, to see if that actually has anything to do with it.
And I think the last argument he posted, there is no argument. Usually, it's just someone telling you to shut up and buy $70.
Yeah. Listed best-selling video games. Minecraft.
Yep.
That was an indie game developed by one group of people.
And I think at the end of the video, he said, honestly, it's hard to argue most games to be... it's hard at this point with so many games coming out that are fucking quality, that are usually indie developed games that cost like $20. It's honestly hard to argue a $60 price tag for most games.
Yeah, like in the top 3, like
one of the best games of this year came out for $20, and it was Hades.
Yeah. Yeah, like,
people keep saying that, but
it is.
It's like the top-selling games of all time, isn't it? I know it's Minecraft, like you said, but isn't like the second one Tetris? And I think the third one might be
Tetris
Mario.
is number 3, but apparently that's they're putting it as the mobile version of Tetris, so I don't know if it's actually.
It's probably just Tetris
in general. Yeah, Wii Sports is another one which didn't have near the budget of Grand Theft Auto 5.
What was number 2?
Number 2 is GTA 5, and that's interesting. But there's no correlation between any of the budgets nearby. So why are we caring so much about inflated budgets? Why aren't we trying to spend less and less on games and doing more with them? Why aren't we being more frugal?
I say we just watch this video, but after this stream, because at this point, yeah, let's.
I'll watch it on my own. I have my own arguments.
Come on, we can talk about it while watching.
We got movie time, dude.
It's only a 20-minute video.
Oh, fair enough.
That's a long time.
Not really. We're gonna watch a 2-hour movie, or an hour and a half long movie. It's 20 minutes.
Terraria outsold Modern Warfare and Skyrim.
Ooh, wonder.
Duck Hunt out.
Stupid.
Most of these acclaimed games are not worth, or that come out at modern times are usually under $60. Usually.
Wait, shit! I shouldn't have done this.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of factory development. That's what a lot of game devs are going for. Like Ubisoft, for example, makes soulless nothings, and it is just factory game development, like thousands and thousands of developers for no reason at all.
Jesus Christ! You dislocated. Oh, I thought you dislocated your fucking arm.
That was cool.
Like it too.
That was
fucking
neat.
broke her. Oh God, my arm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, beat that woman, Travis. Oh gosh.
Yeah, that video's good. I think
we can probably wrap up the stream after this this level, Travis.
Yeah.
You went on particularly longer than normal.
Oh yeah. We made up for lost time.
Don't be anti. Fuck! I said don't be.
Don't be anti.
I'm using Valor.
Not Valor. It was Master.
Oh,
on the floor,
okay.
Sora.
Shorty got low, low, low. When did
Okay.
he change that?
Well, that was a fucking
Never.
mistake. You
Great.
change back after you fucking run out the drive gauge.
Great.
Oh shit! I fucking forgot to do that again.
Grind drive.
No, fucking set reflect.
Reflect the good.
Hi, Larxene. I love you.
I'm getting real sick of the word himbo.
Why
Sick the
himbo?
word in vogue.
No,
Who's the-
himbo.
Oh.
Like, yeah, bimbo, but for him.
Never heard anyone use that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not. What context do you constantly hearing it used?
Oh, just in used to refer to like male characters or like bimbo guys. Like, for example, post here on the Best Friends Reddit. Your favorite himbo in media.
Well, that's his best friend's Reddit. Best friend Reddit.
I've heard it
latch on
everywhere.
to.
I guess, I guess it's because I like do stuff on Tumblr and you guys don't, so I can totally understand why you guys would be able to avoid it. Because it's really common there.
I remember hearing fucking shit like chud.
Oh,
like,
chud. Oh, God.
Chud's like one of the fucking lamest insults I. Like, if you just want to call someone retarded, just call someone retarded.
Chud, cuck, all of these are terrible.
Yeah.
Reflect the guh.
That's a bad one. Yeah, it's better that they use the soft R though on Reflect the Gun.
I like saying guh instead of like a retard.
I want to make a joke, but I can't.
Fire
'cause we're on stream.
Yeah.
This is
Good, yeah. I need to stop thinking Drive will not send me an anti-form in this fight. I kind of would have had her last time, but I'm like, no, anti-form's not gonna happen. It'll be okay.
And I'm
What a waste. Blame Donald.
seeing people talking about, man, I enjoy Miles Morales. It didn't fall into the same trap that game fall from giving you shit to collect because realizing that, hey, after you finish the content, there's not a lot to do in a sandbox game.
Don't do it after you finish the content. The side content. I always do all the side content I can as I go along. I got all the collectibles before I even touched the main story.
I did a lot of them. Not all of them.
Yeah. Whenever a new one comes up, I look for it. I got all the backpacks and shit.
One is real Larxene. Ow.
Both of them
Damn it.
just punch you in the head, so I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, no shit. That one went fucking terrible. I saved. Why did you not count this as a checkpoint? Fucking bullshit.
The most impressive thing I'm constantly hearing about the PS5 and the Xbox One is the loading times.
Yeah. I mean, that should be a given, shouldn't it? Better loading times.
Yeah, which
I guess
is very
it's good that-
impressive to me.
I guess
Considering
expected
I never really had a problem with loading times to begin with.
Oh, I do. I hate them.
Yeah, I
I'd
think
rather them not exist. There's a bunch of really bad game design actually in the last two generations that exist only because
I don't
loading
think
times are a
it
thing.
impedes my enjoyment of the game. If I get
Yeah,
to
I
read like
never
little
have
fun
an issue
tidbits
either.
about the story, then
You know,
That's-
now that I think
that's something I
about
can't
it,
enjoy anymore. Tidbits about loading screens.
give me a loading screen with some lore on it and make
Actually,
it so
yeah, that.
yeah.
Oh wow, that fucking ruined. Doesn't that ruin a lot of?
Souls.
Yeah, a lot of the fun soul shit that you could see just by teleporting.
Yeah.
I know you can just read through item boxes, but sometimes your items can't
put something on the loading
haven't
screen for me
gotten.
to just put something on the loading screen for me to read and make it so I have to press X to get out of it once it's complete. So if I want to go take a piss, I can. And I'm fine with loading screens. What I hate, however, is slow walking sections to hide loading screens. Those drive me insane. I would much rather just have a normal loading screen. Expect that problem to kind of go away. Like since graphics don't seem to be progressing at all, expect that to kind of go away
fuck
over
this.
time. Because it'll definitely get better. Like I don't think we're gonna get any new
Shit,
big
I'm out.
graphical. I don't think we're gonna get any new big graphical jumps with the new consoles after the PS5, but it's probably gonna be a lot of just stability, which we lacked in the last 2 generations.
Yeah, it's over. That's 4
stopping?
medallions. We got them all.
Not yet. Wait, finish
yet.
level.
But where's the
After we're
chest?
done with the level.
If we find the hooded
I'm
man,
giving up on
we'll
Larxene
fight.
for now.
Yep.
Probably in Port
Fuck that
Royal.
bitch.
Why's that?
I'm out.
Organization 13 is after people's hearts, so they're gonna go wherever there's lots
Not
of people.
people's farts.
They'll hurt the townsfolk.
Yep, time to end the stream. That was a bad joke.
Them flowers, mate.
I'm trying to eat it.
Then
is- What upsets me about you just reaching over and
pirates look
fucking
like
finger
Papa
fucking all the
Chance.
sushi.
hey, when I'm more dexterous with a pair of 2 sticks
Use a
than I am with
fork.
my own fingers.
At least
I
use a,
actually-
yeah, exactly. At least use a
I
fork.
normally use a fork or my own spoon.
Yeah.
Then let
He
go.
yells
Fuck do you
Everybody-
mean encoding overloaded turned down settings? Fuck off, OBS. Okay. Well,
Bullshit.
I feel bad for the recording because they missed like 2 seconds of that cutscene, but oh well.
Did you make room?
Yeah. What does that mean? Coding overloaded turned settings. Fuck it.
Honestly, now would be a good time to wrap up. We could finish up this level next time. So I
Yeah,
have to go make
probably.
food.
I'll just tack this onto the end of that video as an outro.
Nice. All right. See you guys in a minute.
Yep. Well, don't leave yet. We have to do the fucking outro.
Oh yeah. For our 0 viewers.
1 viewer. Probably us.
Anyhow, let's just be better to be safe than sorry. All right. Well, if you liked our stream, make sure to follow on Twitch, on Twitter, and in our Discord. Thank you for
comment,
watching.
Subscribe. Click that bell to stay notified. Follow Twitch.
All right.
Follow Twitch.
All right. Now that he said that, I would like to announce the cancellation of our channel. I'm kidding. All right. You guys have a good one.
Yeah.